All right, I have to weigh in on this. This is the presidential debate. As you can see, we got them talking still. It's still going on. But oh my God, this has been complete chaos. We have behind me here, we've got Kamala Harris keeps talking about Donald Trump, bringing up his past, bringing up the fake charges that were against him, which we know have been faked because it's been debunked and thrown out of court over and over and over. Yet she continues to say, we don't need to focus on the past. We need to turn the page forward. Yet she's the one who keeps bringing up his past. Also, if you've been paying attention, you would have heard Camilla say that one of the things she's going to do is give a $6,000 tax break to new parents. You may have missed further on in the debate, if you didn't catch it, she said for the first year. Okay, so you get the $6,000 tax break for your kid for the first year of its life. In other words, all you parents out there who have children, that $6,000 is not going to come into your pocket. Okay, that's only going to be for new families. And then we have Donald Trump. He's been bringing up the border issue a lot, immigration, which is a huge problem. As we know, the Biden administration has completely flopped. Kamala Harris was in charge of the border, and she did absolutely nothing. So she's just talking out her ass if you listen to what she's got to say. And you may be a Democrat, you may be a Republican. This is not a personal target against anybody's particular, political beliefs. It's just the conversation that's going on right now. What they're talking about, what they have to say. She said we don't need a president who's calling people names and things like that. But if you listen to what she said, she's calling him a liar. She's downgrading him. She's bringing up all kinds of stuff that we know is false. She's misquoting him. She said that he's for the what do they call it, 2025. If you listen to what Trump said, he has nothing to do with that Agenda 2025. He hasn't read it. He hasn't seen it. Let me just stop that video there. He hasn't read it. He hasn't seen it. He said he doesn't even want to read it. Okay, so this whole Agenda 2025, forget about it. It has nothing to do with Trump. He doesn't endorse it. Okay, he's publicly announced it. He doesn't endorse it. Either way, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos from both sides of these two people's campaigns. Camilla doesn't really have anything new to say. And as for her policies, she says she's going to do $50,000 tax credits for new businesses. Now keep this in mind, that's new businesses. Okay? But that's not like a $50,000 loan to help new businesses. It's a $50,000 tax credit. In other words, they're not giving you any money. What they're saying is, at the end of the year, we're going to give you $50,000 that you can write off in your taxes. Keep in mind, anybody who's done taxes knows there's a lot of stipulation under what things can be written off and which ones can't. So she can give you a $50,000 tax credit, but if your business doesn't apply to those specific targeted deductions, it's not going to help. So that's worthless, and it doesn't help the general populace at all. Now, other thing she said was a $25,000 first-time home buyers down payment match. Okay, so in other words, they will match up to $25,000 that you pay for a new home. Well, if you look at the current housing market, statistics are showing that the average price of a new home now is around $200,000 for your first home. Well, $200,000 is a lot of money. My question is to her, how much of that $200,000 do I have to put down as a down payment to get the $25,000 match towards that house? Because if you ever bought a house, then you will know most people put down 5 to 10% and they mortgage the rest. Well, on a $200,000 house, 5%, that's $10,000. So some people can afford it, some people can't. So say, all right, so say I put down the 5%, and that's $10,000. Are you going to match any of that money? Because I haven't put $25,000 on it. So now let's say I put 10% down. So now I'm at $20,000. Is that $25,000 going to match? She didn't go into any detail. And it also doesn't state who will be eligible for that match. And that's for first-time home buyers. In other words, if you've bought a house in the past and sold it, well, you're no longer a first-time home buyer. If you bought a house in the past and had to give it up because the mortgage got too expensive due to this whole inflation crisis and job situation, well, guess what? You're no longer a first-time home buyer because you've already purchased one, even if you didn't finish paying for it. That's the way that works. So, I don't know. I would say, am I going to vote for Camilla? No. Would I vote for Trump? Yes. Do I agree with everything he's got to say? No. But of these two candidates, which one actually has a plan? I'm going to say Donald Trump. Now, a lot of people will say, wait a minute, Donald Trump wants to give big tax breaks to rich corporate America. Well, yeah. But those tax breaks will help out the population of the country. By giving huge tax breaks to big business then it's shown they take that money and they put it back into their businesses. Okay? Which means more jobs, more new factories, higher paying wages. Okay? Because then they can afford to do that. So, it's up to you guys. It really is. The country is looking at a huge problem if we do 4 more years of what's going on now. I'm not even going to get on topic of the war issue in Ukraine. They brought up Ukraine. They brought up Palestine and Israel. Basically, what Kamala has shown is they have no idea what to do about it. Because they asked her. I brought it up, so I guess I may as well cover it. She was asked, what are you going to do to end the war between Palestine and Israel and get the hostages back? She said, we will work around the clock to resolve the issue. We. That's not what they asked. They want to know what she'll do. Okay? What will you do as president? She said, we will work tirelessly around the clock to resolve the issue. Are they not doing that now? Have they not been doing that? Come on, people. Open your eyes. This woman has no clue. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And I just have to say, if we have to do four more years of the current stuff that's going on, this country ain't going to make it. We need real change. We need to get Trump back in office. Agree with me? Disagree with me? That's fine. I'm not here telling you have to go one way or the other. You're going to vote how you want to vote. I'm just saying, if you vote for Camilla, you're going to get 4 more years of what's going on now. And it's probably going to get worse. And I would just love to see what people will say in the future. They'll probably find some way to blame it on Trump. Because that's all they do. It's a blame game. It's just a blame game. Anyway, if you watch this debate and you have any comments, please like, subscribe, give me a comment. I'm more than happy to debate with you over this whole situation. You know, you think Camilla should be in office? changed my mind. Explain to me why. Because after what I just watched, I don't think so. Anyway, till next time, this is Silver Boss, and see you later.